Are you tired of all of the different streaming services? You know what? Us too, which is why today we're going to be drafting our own and adding 3 more to the roster. So stay tuned and let us know which one you think is the best. Hello and welcome to the Nerdiest Podcast, the show where nerds talk about nerdy things. I'm your host, Mr. Nick Barrett, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my ride or die, Mr. Jackson Glass, and special guest, friend of the show, Mr. Logan Uhrig. Welcome back. Today, as mentioned in that cold open or intro or whatever you want to call it, we are going to be drafting and building our own streaming services. So we each have our own picks, and we're just going to go at it and see what we come up with. The rules will be explained later, and it's going to be a good time. We always love doing draft episodes, and as always, I have my patented D&D dice to roll and see who gets to go first. But before all of that, I want to know how everybody's doing, and I'll kick it off with our special guest, Logan. How have you been? Welcome back to the show.
Welcome. Well, thank you so much. I'm really happy to be back. You know, I love being on here. Talking about like pooping in the shower and stuff like that.
I forgot we talked about that.
Did we talk about that?
We did.
Uh-huh.
The last time it was all 3 of us we did.
I forgot about that. And then before that was when we talked about Severance.
Yes.
That's
which right.
We might be doing again later this year, so stay tuned anyway. Anyway,
crazy.
Yeah, tell us what's up.
Well, thank you for having me back. Okay, so I wrote it all down because I knew I was going to forget.
Right.
This past weekend, I went to Alabama, which if you have never been to Alabama, don't. Because it is... it was just awful. Terrible state to drive in. But we went down there because we were visiting some old friends, and it was lovely. It was really great to see them, and we spent like a whole weekend together, got to see their house and everything. It was super cool. But while we were out there, one of my older friends, he was like, hey, I really want to go see Markiplier's Iron Lung. And so I was like, okay, bet. And I had heard... rumblings of what it was. I had seen all the reels about how Markiplier had like kind of beat the box office, and this was going to be like the next big thing. And it's like, indie filmmaking win. See, we're not losers. We can make money,
Right.
It was that whole thing. And so we went and saw it. And I think, Jack, you saw my Letterboxd review, so you kind of already know.
I think I did.
Yeah, I think you already know. But I gave it a 2.5 out of 5.
Whoa.
But
That's
I will say, I think it is the most loving 2.5 5 I have ever given. I do not think it was a bad film, but I do think that it could have been so much better. And it was really long. It clocked in at 2 hours. And I don't know if any of y'all have played the original game or like know anything about it. The original game was an hour long.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So the playtime wasn't as long as the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So what did they add?
Not much.
Oh no.
Yeah. It was kind of painful. I'm gonna be real. Because it kind of it had a similar problem to the FNAF movie. What I was thinking is that the first like 20 or so minutes and then the last 30 minutes were the best part, and they should have just combined that and made a really awesome short film, because the middle is just people talking. And it's just like cameos, and it's like, oh, there's Matt Pat, oh, there's that guy, and that was kind of the whole thing. But that last like 30 really saves it, and they knew that, so that way people would come out of it and they'd be like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. And that's kind of how Iron Lung felt. But then the whole rest of the movie was kind of mid. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I will say though, this is my last thing, and then I'll shut up. But Markiplier's direction for like his first project is incredible. To come out swinging like that is really impressive. I was thoroughly impressed from what I saw.
Okay. I'm wondering if we see more from him after this. Like, is he just going to become like one of the directors that we see every year after this, because it was quite successful, and it wasn't like I wanted to go see it as like an indie filmmaking win, but I was also like, the genre was not my jam at all.
Yeah, that's what I ran into too.
So it was just kind of like, okay, I'll appreciate this, but how was the content of the film? Like, would you consider it disturbing? Would you consider it?
Okay, I'll say it only really got disturbing by the very end.
Yeah.
The rest of the movie is very claustrophobic. I'd say
I can't do that.
Yeah, and that's what I ran into, because I remember Sam came with me.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I was like, do you want to go see it? And she's like, what do you think? And I'm like, yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because, like, for those who don't know, it's the whole premise is that Markiplier plays a character that gets sent down in a submarine on a planet that has an ocean full of blood.
Yeah.
And from the original game, there was a lot of lore that they built outside of the submarine, because the entire game takes place inside that submarine. So they build a lot of stuff out of it.
Right.
But the problem is that the developer never really fleshed any of this out. And then and then Markiplier was like, I love the lore. Please explain it to me. And he's like, wish I could, pal.
It doesn't exist.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. And so it was good. And I could tell that there was a lot of love put into it, but it just the last like 30 minutes, it kind of reminded me of like Evil Dead, where it's just so much blood, and there is like, it's probably the most metal thing I'll see this year.
Yeah.
And I definitely I know you guys would not like it.
Yeah, no.
I know that.
We love differing perspectives. This is what film conversation was built on. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I can't do that. It's just I do really appreciate that he was able to essentially go from like YouTuber to make something like that, and like he had enough of experience from doing YouTube, but also just enough notoriety to even get people to back him in making a film. Like, of like, hey, I'm Markiplier. Like, I'm one of these like core YouTubers, and now I want to make a movie, so give me money, like, so that I can make this
Which is
movie.
Kind of the dream
of
like any YouTuber, any person on YouTube kind of wants to just tell stories. And so it's like, this is probably the first time we've seen that like pipeline actually work out in this way.
Yeah.
So outside of like,
Mr. Beast,
the Smosh movie,
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to toss it to Mr. Nick.
Oh, okay.
I'm tossing it to you.
I was going to go last, but it's okay.
That's okay.
The only thing of note is I also have a movie to talk about.
Oh.
And that is continuing on the trend of watching Star Wars movies with Maddie. We watched Empire Strikes Back, which she lovingly gave an 8 out of 10. So we're moving up in the world.
Okay.
She did say she likes it a lot more than A New Hope, which I think makes sense, because A New Hope, like I said last time, is that like kind of foundational, build the world, build the characters, like introduce you to everything. And then Empire Strikes Back really moves forward, and like now that you know everything, at least about the characters, we can kind of like start getting into some of the deeper world building, character depth, that kind of stuff. So she really liked that. Next up is Return of the Jedi. I'm just gonna take her through the traditional way. I'm not gonna do like the 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 6, and then maybe 7, 8, 9. I don't know. But what I do want to note is, as I was watching this movie, I was just blown away and astonished by how much of it was practical. How much of it was we built those sets, we put people in those costumes. Even like the Hoth battle with the AT-ATs was all like stop motion with miniatures. Like they really took the time and the craft and the effort to make it. And even though you can tell like some of it's dated, at least it's real.
Right.
And that kind of like helps you understand like, okay, this is a movie from like the early 80s. So yeah, it's going to look a little dated, but everything's practical, and I think that helps it age a little better because we're not, looking at the prequels and we're like, oh, CGI in the early 2000s wasn't great. It's better now. And I think it just made me appreciate the originals a lot more, especially in the age of like not even AI, like even before that with all the CG and like the virtual backgrounds they've used for the Mandalorian. Like, that all of those shots that they did like on Hoth, on Dagobah, like they went to those places. Like they went to snowy mountains. They went to a forest. Like these are real places that were lived in and like built, and now it's like the best we can do is slap some actors in front of a virtual screen because it's supposed to make things faster, although we're still waiting 2-3 years between every season of The Mandalorian. Like, so did it really make things faster? Because they cranked out like all the Star Wars movies, or at least the original 3 in what, like 5 years? 7 years, like somewhere in there, and they filmed everything practice. So,
so it's kind of like, is setting up the tech like taking longer than moving to a location?
It's a great question.
Also, like, this is an interesting conversation about like the death of the film location. Like, I can go visit New Zealand and see where they filmed The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And that's cool. Or even movies like La La Land, where it's like they're playing on these real locations, these real spots. But then it's like, how do I go visit where they filmed Endgame? Like,
right.
Okay.
Like the green screen. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I have to interject because I thought you'd be interested to know this, Jack.
Okay.
So did you hear about Severance season 3?
I have heard about. We haven't brought it up on the show because we haven't talked about news. But I'm thinking. Is this how they like switched to the in-house production agency for Apple TV?
No, I was.
Oh, this is something else.
Yeah, this is something different.
I don't know this then.
But do you want to save it for news or
no? Let me hear it.
Okay. So I found out this came out a couple days ago. For season 3, they have not started filming yet. I'm not even kidding. They're hoping to film. They're hoping to film by the summer of 2026, and then they're anticipating a 2027 release.
Good.
I love this show. I love Severance so much, but if we have to wait 3 years a season, I'm gonna be honest. Is it worth it, guys?
Is it?
We're
gonna get Stranger Things.
There's something to say. I was thinking about this and talking about it with my coworkers. Like, we used to get 24 to 26 episodes of a TV show like every year. Yeah. Like, there was your on season and there was your 3-month off season in the summer, and then they came back in the fall and we did it again. And I never understood why we broke from that, like, that content volume. Because you'd think that would be the best kind of volume to put on streaming. It's quick, it's relatively inexpensive, and it's a consistent, like, weekly release that keeps people subscribed to the streaming service. Like, I don't know why we need 4 years between every season of Stranger Things. Like, maybe if you stopped making a movie every episode, make 10 movies, you might get it done a little faster. But I don't know.
But also,
I think it's...
think about like episodes of like Bones, The X-Files, like
The
24.
Office.
Like, well, I'm thinking like long form drama.
Yeah.
Like
You're right.
they were pumping 45 hour long episodes, 24 a year. Like, it's not a length thing because they were doing it. They were actually doing 45-minute, hour-long episodes, 24 episodes a season, and guess what? The story was actually contiguous. Where now it's kind of like, we don't know what we're doing because if it's not a spinoff, it's not a success. And so, I don't know. We're just kind of stuck. And if Severance, I swear to Apple TV also, I don't know if you knew this, Apple TV brought the production of Severance in-house. And I'm wondering if they were maybe not happy with the release schedule, and maybe they weren't, or maybe they were just like, hey, this would be more profitable if we could just kind of have full control of it. All the same creators and people are working on it, but Apple TV is overseeing the whole production. And so I don't know, like, maybe Apple TV is the one being like, we could wait 2 years, or maybe not. I don't know. But to film in summer 26 and release summer 27 is not going to happen. That's impossible. Not for a show of that caliber.
No, because you've seen the editing timeline for the season 2 finale. You know how long this stuff takes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just not going to happen.
And they filmed the season 2 intro over 4 months. Like, just the intro of that first episode.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
They shot it over like 3 or 4 months. And I keep saying Ben Scott. That's not his actual name. Adam Scott. Adam Scott said that he knew that he'd be running in that sequence if he got there and someone said, "What's your favorite flavor of Gatorade again?" And he'd be like, "All right, we're running through the halls again." Like, this is because their set wasn't big enough because he had to do the whole running sequence. So, like, they timed out their film schedule based on what hallway was put together. And so it was like, oh, he's going to run through this part. And then they just pieced it all together. It's absolutely mind-blowing. And there's no way you can do that in 3 months, like in a summer.
Right. Yeah, that's not.
No.
If this were like The Office, then yeah, that's feasible.
Right.
But something like that, no.
Yeah.
And I think last point, and like, I don't know, Empire Strikes Back was such, like, even A New Hope.
Yeah.
What I think is so interesting is all of the practical stuff, even bringing it to AI. Like, AI will never be able to replicate that.
Yeah.
Like, there's such an innate human nature to the way those movies were crafted. The, like, the artistry that went into it, from the costume design, the set design, the intentional direction, right? Like, the lighting, cinematography, all this stuff. And yeah, you can go on like Sora or ChatGPT and type up like, "Oh, give me Luke Skywalker fights Darth Vader on Hoth," like, and it'll give you something to look at. It'll give you something visual, but there's no, like, AI cannot make art, and I think that's where a lot of people are getting stuck. Is like, yeah, you can feed it stuff and it'll give you what you want, but it doesn't have that, like, human authenticity to it. Like I've said before, AI is a tool, use it how you want, but it can't, like, it, Hollywood's going to kill themselves trying to integrate it, because they're losing the humanity of art. And that's why people like movies, and that's why they look back on stuff like Star Wars, because it's like, okay, yeah, it's a really good story, but it also has this human connection and human touch to it that AI just can't replicate.
Yeah, to add on to that, I think AI lacks intentionality. I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah. It doesn't have, like, you can give it direction, but it doesn't understand that outside of what you're telling it to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about AI taking my job, because nobody can have as bad takes as I do. So I'm good. We've
always said, no artificial intelligence here, just natural stupidity. That is all that we have to offer. I'm gonna keep it 100. That whole time you were talking, I was building Lego sunflowers. So if you're watching the video on YouTube exclusively, you can see the Lego sunflowers that I just built.
Is that your weekly recap to share?
My weekly recap is last night I think I'm old now, because I tried to start a movie at 8:00 and was asleep by 9:00. And
what an old soul.
We had to pause it, and Amy was like, "Do you need to go to bed?" And I was like, "I'm not gonna watch this movie. Like, I'm going to fall asleep in the next 10 minutes and wake up at the credits. Like, it's not gonna happen." So I kid you not, I went to bed at 9:30 and slept like 10 hours. And I had a dream that I was really set. Like, my entire family was there, and they were all set on going to Starbucks, but I was really intent on going to Waffle House. And, like, I said, "No, you guys are going to Starbucks, but me and Amy are going to Waffle House." So we show up to this Waffle House that's in a gas station. This is in my it's clear as day.
Future
and
of corporate America.
They have stats of the crime outside of the Waffle House on like a road sign, and it says like kidnappings 8, like so and so, like this is in my dream. And she was like, this isn't safe, why are we here? And I said, no, just trust me, like it's fine. And we go into the Waffle House, and it's not a Waffle House. In the back of the Waffle House there's a movie theater. But it wasn't like a movie theater. It was like a bad home cinema, more than like there was like 4 swivel chairs and like a projector screen. And it was me and like all these homeless people watching a movie. And we watched a movie about a guy that gets superpowers from an incident from a laser projector at a concert. Like he gets hit by a laser and then can like shoot lasers. And in my dream, I was like, this movie sucks. I was like, and then I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, I couldn't even dream a good movie for myself. Like, this is my job and I couldn't subconsciously make a good movie. So
you couldn't even play a rerun of a.
I couldn't even play a real movie. Like it was one of those dreams where like you couldn't wake up no matter how hard you tried. But I was so bored. I was like, this movie sucks. And then it was like an anthology, and it was bad. It was a bad movie, and I was like, why did I make that up? So yeah, that's my weekly recap. Is
movie theaters, take notes. This is the future of entertainment. Put a Waffle House in the front.
Low key,
I mean, basically
that's what I was
AMC
thinking
dine-in, but you know.
That's what I was thinking. Is I was like, low key, why haven't any of these restaurants tried to partner with movie theaters?
Because then you can do dinner and a movie, and it's in the same place.
That's what I'm saying. Which low key was the model of like a shopping mall, but it just didn't. Yeah. But that didn't work. Like, we're not doing that. I specifically want a Waffle House in a movie theater. Like, I don't need some stupid arcade anymore. I want a Waffle House.
Okay, so here's a counterpoint. If you put a Chick-fil-A in the movie theater, would the movie theater be closed on Sunday? Or would they have, like, pre-packaged self-service on Sunday? Like they because that's what they used to do in the Bible, was like they would pre-make their food for Sunday on Saturday so that they didn't have to cook. So it's like, okay, if we listen, I only know this because I'm in like Leviticus right now in my yearly Bible plan.
Which is the original eating Mexican food after church because you didn't want to cook. Like it's all biblical, guys.
It all comes back.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to get into our draft in a second. So if you love what we do here, please subscribe on YouTube at the Nerdiest Podcast. We also, you could become a YouTube member. If you really cannot get enough of the Nerdiest Podcast, you could become a YouTube member for $5 a month. Listen, I know y'all be eating Uber Eats. I know y'all be getting DoorDash. I know y'all be I can't afford $5 a month. All right, well, maybe don't go out to eat every single day. All right, have you considered that? So $5 a month. I didn't mean to be mean. I was just being funny. So $5 a month, you could have an extra episode every month of the Nerdiest Podcast, and it just helps us keep the lights on. This is a fully independent production. So leave 5 stars wherever you're listening, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
You get 2. Count them. 2 after show episodes available to you right now. One of us talking about what the heck is going on with Marvel, and the other one talking about whether or not Josh Tomorrowland is in fact the savior of Disney.
Yep.
I'm just saying, you're missing some good topics, so you might want to tune in. It'll only get more valuable with time.
Yeah, because you'll have access to the full backlog of the Nerdiest After Show when you pay $5 a month. So make sure you do that if you're interested. Leave 5 stars. All the links are in the description if you want to follow us. Personally, you can subscribe to Logan on YouTube if you want as well, if you want to see cool edits and whatnot. But yeah, that just helps us keep the lights on. So press all the buttons down there. So Mr. Nick, please explain to us our game for today.
All right, gentlemen. this idea came to me in a dream. And by a dream, I mean a lunch-induced coma at work. So I was thinking about, like, oh, we should do a draft. Like, I love doing draft episodes. And I thought, what if we drafted our own streaming services? We're now 3 CEOs of independent startup companies because everybody needs their own streaming service now. So, that said, we are going to be drafting. Now, just like our other drafts, 9 overall picks. If someone else picks it, it's out. Only one person can have it. So if I pick Parks and Rec, off the table. But that also means that Peacock can't have Parks and Rec. We are like commanding total exclusivity of these picks. Now, because it's a streaming service, your picks can be shows, a singular movie, or a trilogy of movies. So a trilogy can count as one pick. So if you wanted to take like The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or the prequels, you can without having to separate them. Although I think separating them would be really funny because then we could just divvy up all the Star Wars movies across all 3 of us, and it's a great partnership, and everybody's got to have the whole thing. Because that's what they do to us anyway. Now, there is a final 10th slot that is an original pitch. It can be a show or a movie. And this is your big streaming service exclusive. Think The Mandalorian, no other Stranger Things, like that kind of stuff. So that's your big pitch. And then at the end, you guys get to vote and figure out which one is which. And we'll do a summary and I'll maybe put a graphic on screen if I remember. So
do
we have any questions?
Yes, any questions?
I have one question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so for our 10th pick, are we able to take something from like a franchise? Like, let's say, for the sake of argument, I had like Lord of the Rings on there, and I was like, I want another Lord of the Rings movie, but it's only going to be on my streaming service. Is that possible, or do I have to come up with something totally original?
I would say because there are remakes. I think you could do a remake as a or a reunion. Like, you could say my streaming service has the Community movie.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Follow-up question. Do we want to say that the original idea has to be, if it's not a reunion or a remake, does it have to be separated from an established IP? Like, could I say my big original is I'm doing an adaptation of X video game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude. Yes. Okay, we're good. I know what I'm doing.
We're good. Nice.
I'm locked in. All right. To determine turn order, we have the almighty D20. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do this 3 ways. I'm not entirely sure how we did it last time. So if everyone can think of a number. Well, closest, I don't know how this works.
Price is Right rules. Closest without going over.
So have your number in your head, and then I don't know how we're going to do this without cheating. So we're just going to go on the honor system here. My number is, I'm going to say 13.
13.
Jackson?
I'm going to be 11.
All right, Logan?
For Stranger Things.
Wait a minute. 18.
Oh my gosh. I was like this guy. All right. So 13, 11, and 18. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it fell. Hold on.
Oh my
reroll.
gosh.
My bad. 16 is the official number.
Wow.
So that's
closest without
I'm
going
3
over.
down.
That's
Jackson's
a Logan win.
5 down. Logan's over.
No, he chose
18.
Oh,
So
he
he
did
would
go.
be over.
So he'd be over. So Nick goes first.
So it's me, then Jackson,
All
then
right.
Logan.
This
Price
game is
is
rigged.
Right rules.
Perfect. That's how it is on my screen.
Price is Right rules. Always
okay.
get you.
First pick of the draft. Oh, we're also doing it snake style, so Logan will get to
Yeah.
pick twice, and
At
then
the end.
so
Yeah.
on and so forth. My first pick, I'm really only picking this because I need to get it off the board because I know someone's going to steal it. And listen, we've had a lot of conversation about this particular show jumping from streaming service to streaming service, and we don't really know where it's going to end up. And I think it's about time it comes home to a stable environment where it will no longer be tortured and just absolutely defiled by secular media. And that is VeggieTales.
Oh,
We're bringing it home.
I knew it.
We're bringing it home. I was like, I have to get it off the board. Someone's going to take it.
So I was back and forth on if I was going to take that one. Because, like, the original VeggieTales technically operated as TV specials.
That's
and I was
true.
like, I'll count it as a show because it can't just be like, I'm taking the first 3 VeggieTales, because they're not narrative like that.
Right. I think it's just, that's an incredibly robust catalog right there.
Yeah.
Because if you lump all of like the specials under one banner,
yeah,
that's a strong start. So VeggieTales is my first pick. You no longer have to go to PureFlix or Netflix or Godflix. I don't know where. I don't know.
AngelVid.
Dude. So yeah. All right, gosh. Jackson, you're up.
Okay. Now, let me ask this. In your thought process for creating your draft, did you have a theme?
I did.
Okay. And will it be revealed at a later time?
I think you'll be able to figure it out by the time we get to the end.
Because mine does have a theme, and I'm trying to decide if I want to share it at the front or at the end.
That's up to you.
So, my first pick, there is a real reason that I have this pick. This was my number 1 pick before it was even mentioned, and I'd like that on the record. Because my first pick was the Lord of the Rings movies, and that was my first pick. So as time goes on and you see more of my picks, I will explain my thought process. But my first pick is Lord of the Rings. Timeless. So freaking timeless. Forever. You want those on lock. Okay? I don't even know where you can stream Lord of the Rings right now.
HBO.
Is it HBO? Gross.
Yeah.
Who has HBO anymore?
Me.
I feel like everyone had HBO when in the Dune era, like when the first Dune came out, and now it's kind of like, I feel like it's probably is it one of the more expensive ones, or is that just in my head?
No, I think Netflix still comes in at the most expensive on average.
I haven't had HBO in a hot minute, and I really wish I did.
I only have HBO because my mom got like the Disney Plus Hulu HBO bundle,
which is a bizarre
but we haven't set up the HBO Max yet. And we've had it for like 5 months.
Yeah, this is stupid. So yeah, that's my first pick is Lord of the Rings. First top 3 extended versions, optional. I don't like the extended versions because I'm like, that stuff was cut for a reason, but that's why director's cuts are stupid. Anyway,
real quick,
continue.
to answer, based on 2026 pricing, Netflix is the most expensive at $25 a month.
Dear
Max
Lord.
is the second most expensive at $20.99 a month. Hulu is $18.99, but that's about to disappear. And then Disney Plus, no ads, is $16 a month. So be thinking about that as well if you'd like to give a price for your monthly price for your streaming service.
$3.99.
All right, buddy.
Get a load of this guy.
You know how much all these exclusive rights cost? I can't give it to you for free.
Well, you don't know is my streaming service theme is the Mafia. So,
so then why is it free?
Logan.
It's like, pass the mic.
Logan, that's your first pick.
Okay. Again, I wrote everything down. Okay. So according to the rules, I get 2 now, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna, because I have a mix of shows and movies, so I'll do 1 show and 1 movie.
Okay.
And also I figured I'd just be upfront about what my theme is.
Yeah.
Because when you told me about this a couple days ago, I was struggling a little bit as far as like, do I want something that's like hard to get, or do I want something that's like just easy to binge. I couldn't figure out the theme necessarily. So what I've got now is my theme is nostalgia.
Ooh,
I want stuff that's really comforting, because that to me is what streaming, that's what it is to me, is like when I put something on, it's like I haven't seen this in a hot second and this makes me really happy. Like, well, I'll save that for when I do my other show. But my first one is, because I feel like one of you dirty podcasters is going to steal it from me.
First time I've been called a podcaster is a derogatory. New territory in 2026.
I am putting a tariff on podcasting equipment.
No! It's already so expensive. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So my first show is going to be one that helped me get through college. I absolutely love this show. And it's Community.
Oh, that's such a good pick.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
That was my number. I'm going to have to take that one off.
Ooh.
That's tough.
I had a feeling
tough.
You were going to pick it, so I was like, I gotta get it in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Community also bumps or jumps around a lot. So
right. Because like
that's another one to lock down.
It was like on Yahoo for a hot second there.
Yeah, because it was NBC created it, and it did like I think 4 seasons on NBC, then got canceled, got picked up by Yahoo, and Yahoo made the last 2 seasons, but now they're like, by the grace of God, all together on like Peacock. I don't know.
Yeah, they were on Netflix. Here's a real question. Will your Community being on your streaming service, will you have the Dungeons and Dragons episode? That's the question. Like, are you really bringing all of it to your streaming service?
Not on the ad-free tier.
You gotta pay for that one, all right?
Listen, call me Pam Bondi the way I'm dodging all these questions right now.
Oh my god.
So good.
Oh my gosh. So second pick.
So my second pick, because this is also kind of my other theme. For like shows, it was nostalgia. For movies, I'm thinking one great movie for each season.
Oh.
So my first one, I'm not going to do these in order because that's too easy.
Of course.
I'm thinking a nice summer movie, one that I really, really like. And it might be kind of dark to consider this like a cozy summer movie, but I really like it. Is I'm going to put Jaws up there.
Oh,
okay.
That's a classic. Okay. I like that pick.
Thank you.
Okay. Community and Jaws is
yes.
So, if I'm not mistaken, how the snake rule works is now it goes back to Jackson and then comes back to me, and then I get 2, and then it doubles back in the other way because it's like an S.
Yeah. Okay. So if we're sharing themes, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you mine because I think it's really I'm pretty proud of this one. I'm gonna be honest. So I was thinking about what I think is one of the most lost arts in the streaming as the streaming world becomes more prevalent. I think one of the biggest things that I've always loved that we lost was DVD menus. And so my streaming service will be categorized why every time you click the show or the movie, it will go to its original DVD menu.
Oh, that's kind of sick, actually.
And you can see the whole DVD menu as if it was the DVD. Now, I'm pro physical media. I know it sucks to simulate that on streaming, but it's kind of what we have. So just follow me. Imagine Lord of the Rings. You click on Lord of the Rings. It's like the little poster. You click on it, you get to choose which movie. I click Fellowship of the Ring. Boom, play, scene selection, extras, chapters, the big thing. Right? And it's like, oh, okay, I'm in. And so my list of shows and movies is based on 3 things actually. 1, DVDs that I love to watch. 2, the internet poll of the most popular DVD menus of all time. 3, the best-selling DVDs of all time. Thus, my number 2 pick is the 3 Shrek movies. Because those Shrek movies have some of the best DVD menus you could have ever imagined. This was peak DVD menu. And so the 3, I know there's more than 3 Shrek movies, but let's be honest. Is there? Like, do we really acknowledge that there's more than 3? We don't talk about that 4th one, and then they're doing whatever they want with that other one. But those 3, listen, I have Shrek on DVD. I have the full Shrek box set on DVD. And when I moved into my apartment right before I got married, we didn't have internet yet because we were waiting until we came back from our honeymoon so we didn't have to pay for an extra month of internet when we weren't even in the state. Money saving, right? Oh my gosh, Jackson, what are you going to do? There's no internet. What are you going to watch? You're living here by yourself. Boom! Shrek on DVD in my old Xbox, okay? Greatest DVD menus in history. Thank you very much.
All right, that's a solid pick. I feel like my draft here is a little underbaked now compared to your 2, but
what's your idea?
If we're in the I know. if we're in the essence of sharing here on our theme, my thought was every streaming service boasts to have the best catalog, the best library, the best whatever. So right. I thought, you know what we're gonna do, because if you've been a longtime fan of the show, watch my YouTube channel or whatever, you'll know I'm a really big fan of one specific genre, one specific medium, and that is animation. So what I seek to do is to build the best, most robust catalog of animation. So it's all in one place, all gathered for my fellow animation enjoyers, and also to just, steal it from the other companies, because there's some on here that I'm like, I know you guys don't want to support this streaming service to watch this show, so don't worry. I got you covered.
Right.
So, as we snake back here, my 2 picks, we gotta, listen, you gotta think of, like, long-term gain, okay? Long-term success. But also, you gotta stay relevant. You gotta stay hip with the times. Something's gotta bring in the money.
Right.
So, my next pick will be a movie. It's a little bit of a niche pick. Don't know if you've heard of it. Thinking ahead of what this, seeing the potential, picking it up early. I'm taking K-pop Demon Hunters. Because there is money to be made here. Okay? And as the exclusive rights holder, I will make sure that it does not turn into a soulless Toy Story cash grab franchise. This will be the How to Train Your Dragon, the Toy Story 1 through 3, the Cars 2 of this streaming platform. Okay? We have it on lock. This is our moment.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now that's
We're going up.
In the same vein, we gotta bring that same kind of energy to shows. Now this one, not as long-term thinking, but I think it is a good choice because it's new, it's relevant, and I think it has a lot of staying power, and is really just a good show in general. And that is The Amazing Digital Circus.
Oh.
So between those 2, I'm like, all right, we got some new stuff here, very relevant, very good, very well made. And trust me, guys, we will not get a season 2 of Digital Circus. I'll make sure as the exclusive rights holder, we're locked in. We're locked down. One season, that's it. Unless Gooseworks wants to come back and do another season, then by all means, go ahead. But locked down. So those are my 2 picks, Digital Circus and K-pop Demon Hunters.
Okay.
Nice.
That's vile.
All right, Jackson, back to you.
So you'll notice that my I think I got to take See, this is also what's hard about a draft is I'm like, what's my priority? Because there's some stuff on here that I really want, but there's some other things on here that I'm like, that might get that might get stolen from me. So I'm gonna go
about a draft.
But based on your theme, I don't think you're gonna take what I want, but Logan might. So that's why. So my thought is for my streaming service, DVD menu themed. I was thinking, it's Friday night. You're 10 years old, family movie night, and you go to your shelf. Or maybe you had that big black leather case that you had to sift through, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What's in there? I was thinking, like, close your eyes. What's on the shelf? What's in the case? What's in there? Because most of it is probably a mix of your DVDs, your parents' DVDs, things they've gotten over the years. And that's why I'm taking the OG Star Wars trilogy.
Ooh, okay.
Because also, they had some goated DVD menus. There was some really, really creative stuff going on in DVD menus back then. Also, think about this catalog. If there was a streaming service that had Lord of the Rings, Shrek, and Star Wars, you'd already have my money. Like, we're just gathering some of the best movies of all time without the fluff. You know how streaming services have like 10 actually good titles and then the rest of it is just like garbage? It's just brain rot. I'm building the streaming service that has actually only good titles. Thank you very much.
That was a good pick.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
it was really
shocked I
solid.
got that one.
All right,
I wasn't expecting it.
All right, my
You're
turn
up.
again.
Double pick again.
Okay. So I'll continue with the pattern of one movie and one TV show.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, Jack, I really love your DVD menu thing.
Thank you.
And I'm really jealous I didn't think of that, to be honest, because
Thank
my
you.
next pick has some amazing DVD menus. But sadly, I can't. You've already copyrighted that, so I can't steal it away from you.
Okay.
But my next pick, again, since we're doing nostalgia, something that I grew up with that my mom actually introduced me to, and I'm really glad that she did. It's much older. It continued for a long, long time. Technically, it's going through some copyright issues now. I don't really know if it's even on anywhere. Okay. So it really only exists in DVDs and I guess YouTube. It's definitely not lost media, but it's not available anywhere. And that is the original run of Looney Tunes.
Ooh. That's crazy. Okay.
We're talking...
So,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, what does that entail?
Okay, good. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So we're talking the Tex Avery and, like, the Chuck Jones era of Looney Tunes. So we're talking from, like, the 40s to the 70s is kind of what we're picturing. No hate against the newer Looney Tunes stuff, like the Looney Tunes show, the new one. That's hilarious. That's, like... That's just bonkers, but that's not what I grew up with. I'm talking about the OG stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I'm going to put Looney Tunes on there because it deserves to have a home. I feel like they've been beaten around a little too much. Those guys deserve a nice retirement, you know? I want them to be happy. Okay. So now that we've got that, okay. So this I'm excited about because I feel like this is another one that might be stolen.
Okay.
For my movie, this has become one of my new favorites with Sam and I. We watch it. We try to watch it every fall. So it's a great like fall movie.
So you're painting the seasons. Like I really like the seasons right here.
Yeah. Well, cuz like again, streaming to me is built on like comfort, you know? And nothing is more comfortable than like a nice seasonal pick.
Yes.
You know? And a lot of the times I don't want to be bothered with like finding the DVD for it. I just want to put it on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just lazy, but I don't really care. So this is my new favorite fall movie. And that is gonna go to the first Knives Out.
Ooh. That is a really good pick.
Thank you.
I feel like that's the
a
best
lot.
one out of them. Although I haven't seen the newest one.
Yeah, same.
The newest one is fire. It's really freaking good, but that is the best one still. Ryan Johnson can make good movies.
Yeah, when
Sometimes.
he's not shackled by Lucasfilm.
That is a really good pick. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to pick a show eventually, I promise. But when I'm thinking about like the full robustness of the service, and I'm thinking about who's actually paying for streaming, and that's parents. And I look at Lord of the Rings, I look at Shrek, I look at Star Wars, and I think this is something for like an older audience. Like this isn't like, but what has been the most timeless children's movie of a generation, spanning generations? This is a movie I loved when I was a young lad. And now I know new parents whose children's now this is their favorite movies. And I might be stealing it from Nick. And I'm taking the 3 Cars movies. I'm taking the Cars trilogy.
You did not steal that from me.
Really?
I didn't want 1 and 3. I just wanted 2.
Well, now I have it. Listen.
I should have taken 2 so that you couldn't take it.
Should be like, I want Cars 1, 3, and the Mater's Tall Tales. Take it or leave it.
My thought was, if I took Cars 2, like, as much as I love it, I feel like that just gives people more of a justification to not watch it. So I'd rather them be unified and you have a higher chance of watching Peak than it be separated by itself.
Thank you for your worthy sacrifice. I really appreciate that. All right, Nick. Let me hear your animations.
So, in trying to build this robust category, we need to keep things balanced because animation is not just about what we make here in the West. It's also about what's made in the East, over yonder, the animes of the world, if you will. Never do that again. So I'm going to do one anime because I kind of have them all separated out here. I'll do an anime and then I'm going to do a movie. For anime, there were a lot of really good choices. There were a lot of really great ways I could have gone. But when you're building a streaming service and you're trying to think about why are people going to subscribe to you, yes, animation is powerful, but you also need some good titles. Mm-hmm. So I am going to take a show that, had you told me this 2 years ago, I would have laughed at you that this would be on a draft, anywhere near a draft. And I'm going to take one of the most popular anime of all time, One Piece.
Wow.
Will now be exclusive to my streaming service. So for all of you who don't want to support Crunchyroll, I got you. Don't worry. One Piece will be here, dub and sub. But
that's a crazy pick because you just gained like 3,000 episodes onto your service.
Yeah, that's a robust catalog of 1,100 episodes. We're doing great.
Lord.
But we will be delineating out and helping you to sort through what is filler and what is not. So if you want, so essentially I have 2 pages for One Piece. If you want to have like normal One Piece, all the episodes are there, great. Another page will be for One Piece, all gas, no breaks, no filler, no nothing. It's all there. So you can pick choose your own adventure type thing. My other pick is a movie that's near and dear to my heart. And is one that, I guess I'm kind of worried about both my movies getting stolen at this point. But it's a movie that's near and dear to my heart, and I think deserves to be put in this echelon of like some of the best animation we've got out there. And that is the hit Disney movie Emperor's New Groove. So that is now exclusive to me because Disney does not appreciate it enough.
I'm pretty sure that had a great DVD menu. Hold on.
I think it did. I remember like all the letters being like shaky, kind of like the title card. It was good. So Emperor's New Groove gets a new home on this streaming service alongside K-pop Demon Hunters, some of the best that humanity has ever created. So I can also promise you, as the CEO of this new streaming startup, no generative AI on my streaming platform. We are not Disney Plus. We are something else. I'm still brainstorming the name in my head. So we'll have something by the end. But
okay.
Those are my picks.
Yeah, the Emperor's New Groove DVD menu is pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie. That's kind of a sad loss.
Hey, listen,
for me.
we can always do some partnerships down the line. Some shared.
Listen, their bonus features is titled Extra Gravy, and I'm pretty sure they use the Build-A-Bear font. So
some split custody here. You can have Emperor's New Groove for 6 months. I'll get the other 6 months.
I'm not super worried about this show getting taken, but I feel like it's something that my catalog really needs. I need a show. After picking 3, 6, 9, 12 movies, I need a show for once. And I'm thinking about the robustness. I'm thinking about the age demographic of this. I'm thinking about, almost this like early 2000s nostalgia pull. And that's why I want the full catalog of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Ooh.
Now, let me tell you, SpongeBob is not what it used to be, and I acknowledge that. But season 1 through 6, gold. And also amazing DVD menus. Really, really great work on the DVD menu side there. So, SpongeBob SquarePants, and that's another thing for the kids, but that's still an older-ish kid show. So I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to let my kids watch SpongeBob, but also what's the age? Because I love SpongeBob, but my parents were like, "You're not allowed. You can't watch that." But it was too late. I'd already committed the first 3 seasons to memory. So whenever I want to watch, I'm just like, "Oh, hold on," and I'll just close my eyes and I'll watch it. But
you couldn't play that in your movie theater dream.
That's what I'm saying. This, I had to watch this stupid Disney Plus original Marvel looking movie in my dream when I could have just played the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob. Anytime I'm on an airplane, I just close my eyes and I just watch SpongeBob. But yeah, that's my pick. 5 picks in.
Nice.
Finally get a show.
Nice. All right, Logan.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting it's... Okay. Are we doing 2 or just 1?
Double back.
You get 2.
Sweet. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to switch it up and I'm going to start with a movie this time. So this... I don't know what season this movie takes place in. I imagine... Well, I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I really, really like this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And low-key, I was really worried that Jack was going to pick it, because I think it would also have some pretty boss DVD menus.
I'm scared.
so I'm going to say this is a spring movie, but you feel free to disagree. I'm not going to die on this hill. My first pick is a movie that I came around to recently because it's super nostalgic. I love the story behind it. It had a great documentary that came out about it, and a lot of newfound appreciation for it. And that is a Goofy movie.
Gosh.
Oh, that's a good steal.
You're gonna steal a movie in my top 5? That's not nice. I have that movie on DVD. The menu is really good. Oh. Yeah, this is a really good DVD menu.
Yeah.
You can look it up on YouTube. I'm going to create a new YouTube channel that's just DVD menu walkthroughs, TBH. There's trivia.
You might find some good success in that.
There's a trivia game on the DVD menu for a Goofy movie. Oh my gosh. I got to watch this movie again. This movie is so freaking good.
It's awesome, dude. Might be one of the best Disney, or one of the most underrated Disney movies.
I think it's one of the best. I think it's one of the best Disney movies ever made. That's why it's in my top 5. Okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah,
We'll be
sorry
okay.
about that.
That's okay. Honestly, it wasn't really on my list just because I'm kind of playing my cards to like get as many movies as I can. So I don't really have a lot of like singular movies that are coming to my service.
That's fair.
But that is a diabolical pick.
Sucks to suck.
So number 2.
Okay, so I'll switch it up to TV shows now. So these are weird picks. And I'm not sure which one to go with, but since we're doing something kind of weird, and I just did animated for my last show, I'll go live action for this one.
Okay, let me hear.
So this is a show that I grew up watching with my mom and grandma, and it's super nostalgic. It's like not something that this generation cares about at all, and I'm fully willing to admit that. But you talk to any person over like 40, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's like my favorite sitcom ever." And that show is The Golden Girls.
Ooh.
That's a crazy pick. I didn't mean to laugh. That was just... That's a crazy pick.
No, I built it up. No, man, I love The Golden Girls. I don't care what anybody says. That's a comfort show.
Okay.
So there you go.
I respect that wholeheartedly. So looking at my catalog, I'm thinking I need another show, and like Logan, I need a live action show because I'm seeing a lot of anime. Like I need to fill out the catalog.
Yeah.
This is another show that I own on DVD and can tell you that the DVD menu is really good. And I can tell you that it's one of those shows, I think, and I don't know if this is just a me thing, I think binge watching on DVDs is much more enjoyable, personally.
No, you're right.
Like, I love, and you'll hear like, oh my gosh, but you have to get up and you have to change out the DVD every time you watch 4 episodes. And I'm like, yeah, that's your chance. That's your chance to get up. That's your chance to like get a snack, do something else for like 20 minutes and then come back. Like, the binge watching model, air quote, of streaming is like nonstop, and it's not sustainable. You want to talk about like how to watch an entire season of a show in a day? That DVD menu, you go back to that menu and you got to like intentionally go and click the next episode, all right? Listen, clock with me. That's why I'm choosing one of the most bingeable sitcoms ever that people just love to turn on. They just love to put it on there. And that is The Office. Is coming to my service. And, you know, this is just something that mom and dad can have on after the kids go to bed, right? Because you have Shrek, you have Cars, SpongeBob, like even like Star Wars stuff, but it's like, oh, we're going to watch The Office. Like we're watching The Office once they go to bed. So that's my pick. I have it on DVD, and I also watched that when I was staying here before we hit internet, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I've been going through the Office DVDs with Maddie. It's good. It is very intentional about like you hit play all, but it's only like 6 episodes max.
Yep.
And then you got to get up and swap the DVD out, and
you got to kind of like take care of the DVD too. You have to like put it back in the way that, I don't know if you have the full box set version, but like you have to almost like take one out so that you can put the other one in. And that's kind of the worst, but it's also like, okay, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be patient with this. Like it's kind of the worst.
Okay.
That drives me up a wall. That kind of, I can't.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I want to show y'all something because this makes me so mad, but I also kind of want to like brag about something.
Okay,
so I'll be right back.
Okay. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I've had some last minute changes here. Just thinking about like the most strategic way to construct this streaming service. So we'll see.
He's
how
talking
that
to the
shakes
shareholders.
Out. Yeah. Hey, shareholders. We're seeing the competition and we're doing some reconstructing. make sure we have the most profitable product here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you have?
Okay, so I got it. So one of my favorite shows that I've ever watched is Breaking Bad. And I know that's such a like film bro thing to say, but I really enjoy it. And this is something I forgot to mention earlier on in the podcast is I went to Comic-Con 2 weeks ago and I got to meet Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so I have the Breaking Bad box set and I got him to sign it for me.
Oh, that's so cool.
Actually so fire.
It was awesome. And he really made sure that, like, nobody else could sign that, which is really funny. Because, like, the only spot is, like, up there. But I don't even care. I'm so excited that I own this.
That's crazy.
But I didn't bring it just to brag, so let me show you how this works, is you have to pull it out, and it's these awful, like, little...
Oh, is it like the folding ones?
It's not a folding one. No, it's individual little containers.
Oh, every season gets its own little container.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so then you pull it out like this, and you open it, and you pull it out, and there's like a DVD in each little thing.
Okay.
And I really don't like this because what I would much prefer is to just have a booklet. And I think, I can't remember which box set it is, but I'm thinking, it might be The Simpsons, but I think they had the kind of thing where you could open it like a zipper, and then they just put it in little slots. And they still designed it, they still made it look really good, but it was so much more convenient. And like, I love that I own this. I love that he signed it. I will never get rid of this thing. It's amazing. But low-key, step up your game, AMC. This is kind of garbage.
So, here's the thing. I will take that design that the Breaking Bad one has over the one that The Office has, because it's easier, but it's still not ideal.
Because they're layered.
Yeah, I think the best one I have is maybe the Clone Wars, because they kind of do like staggered, because they were able to fit all of the episodes on 4 discs. So it opens up and it has like 2 sections, and it has 2 discs on top of each other. The only thing that ends up happening is the little like pins or whatever that go in the middle of the disc. Sometimes over time, because I've had them for so long, they get loose, and then I'll like open it and like all the DVDs fall out, and I'm like, that's awesome. Now they're all scratched and unplayable.
Yay.
So yeah. Anyway.
So did you just do 2?
No, you did 1.
I did 1.
Right?
Because I just did The Office.
Yes. That's how we got here.
Goes. Yes.
Okay, I'd like to ask a clarifying question before I do this pick.
Yeah.
So we said a trilogy of movies can count as one pick.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have to be like 1, 2, 3? Or could they be like loosely connected as the director's 3 most recent movies?
I'm gonna say they have to be 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't pick like 3 Wes Anderson films.
Right.
Know?
But if they were all like in the same vein.
But you wouldn't pick 3 Christopher Nolan films.
Unless it was the Dark Knight trilogy.
Right, but that's a trilogy.
Okay. I see your point. You'll understand what I meant by that when I picked one of them.
I think I know what you're... I have an idea.
Yeah,
I'm clocking.
You're clocking what I'm putting down. So, to keep building on our anime catalog for some of the latest and greatest in anime movies, I'm going to go with my better judgment, and I am going to take another one that is near and dear to my heart, and that is Weathering with You. What is a good streaming service without Weathering with You? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's real chill. Everyone loves it. It's great. That was the one. I was like, can I pick like Your Name?
Can I do all
Weathering
the
with You and Suzume? Because like they're all in the same. It's fun.
But
it's
you
all
wouldn't
good.
you wouldn't pick like 3 Ghibli movies.
I know. I was making an exception for Shinkai because his 3 movies, like his most recent 3, really is like supernatural disaster, person connected to thing, sad romance, end of story. Yeah. Like they're kind of all the same movie, but not.
Yeah.
So it's all good though. We got Weathering with You. That's the pick. Now, another movie. Speaking of building the latest and greatest and the best in animation, I think this might be a steal. It's a trilogy, 1, 2, 3. I made sure.
I'm scared.
And it is legitimately, you see some dissenting opinions online. You see some people critique it, But it is legitimately, even though I hadn't seen it until recently, it is an incredible trilogy. Very well put together. I think.
Oh, no.
All 3 movies really come together and tell this great narrative story. And that is why the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy will be exclusive to my streaming service. And
That's
it's great because we
pick.
have the tie-in land at Universal.
Yeah.
We're cooking, bro.
We are
so back.
That was a steal for me. That was a steal.
Is that
Poor
2
Jack
steals
this
I have?
episode.
I know. Well, their DVD menu was really good.
They are really good. I'm not going to lie.
That's my 3rd steal because I had VeggieTales Community and How to Train Your Dragon.
Man, you're getting obliterated here.
I just have good taste. So I think I need another show, full round. And I don't think that this will be a steal for anyone. And so I think I'm pretty confident in it. And this is one of my favorite shows that also, similar to One Piece, has a very large episode number, a very large catalog, buffs out the catalog, and has been mentioned on this episode so far because it has some pretty great DVD menus and is kind of known for its DVD menus. And that is The Simpsons is coming specifically to my streaming service. I think it's a great addition to our team because it is an animated TV show and it can sit next to SpongeBob while also being a little edgier for the adults. It can be another animated pick. It has so many episodes. It'll keep you on our service as you're trying to finish the show. Also has those goated DVD menus that they were so well known for. So The Simpsons is my number 7 pick on this draft.
Can I ask you a clarifying question about the DVD menu thing?
Yes.
So if it's a TV show, like let's say season 4 of The Office,
right?
If I go to season 4, does it take me into like the individual disc menu? Because I know like every disc of The Office has a like slightly different DVD menu. So does it like it just puts you in essentially as if you were watching the DVD?
Yes.
So it's kind of like emulating the DVD on your stream. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's sick.
There you go. Okay, Logan, 2 picks.
Okay.
Is this 7, 8?
Are these your last 2 picks? Because I'm on 8, 9.
No, I have 3 more left.
Oh, it's because I went first.
Oh, wait.
And then I started double backing. That's what it was.
So is this going to be your 7, 8?
Yeah, this is going to be 7 and 8.
7, 8, yes.
So, Jackson,
yes,
what's your next one? Is it 8 or is it 7?
My next one is 8.
Okay, so I'll do 1 on the next one. And I'll just do 8, and then we can all do 9 together.
Yes,
cool.
got it.
Gotcha.
Okay,
and then we can go back and do our OG pitches. Cool.
Do our OGs.
Okay. So I'll throw another TV show up there. So this is another one that like my grandma introduced me to. But this isn't like as, lame as Golden Girls. This one is actually kind of awesome. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Right now, it is on a streaming service, but in my opinion, it's on the worst streaming service out there right now.
Fubo. Tubi.
Okay, hold on.
Filippo.
Did you all see the meme about where it's like there's like Fubo? They got like
Fubo, Tippy, Blippo, and DB will all be giving their streaming rights to Tubi. And someone replied and said,
Alibaba farty
did I
poopy.
They're like, did I just have a stroke? Oh, sorry. Continue.
No, you're good. Okay.
Hoopla.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, This show is one that ran for 10 seasons. So it's another like big one to the catalog. This is a live action show. It's going to be really popular with like older folks because it kind of harkens back to an older era of maybe Hollywood. I don't really know. But enough beating around the bush. My show is going to be MacGyver. If you've ever seen that.
Oh, that's a good pick. I really like that you're building this catalog of like older and newer stuff that can all come together. I like that a lot.
Thank you. I want to make sure that like people feel at home when they're at my service, you know? Like it's kind of like a nice bowl of potato soup, you know? That's the equivalent. If I were to equate it to food, that's what my streaming service is like. Just
so
potato
your service
soup.
is called potato soup.
Actually, it's called extra gravy.
All right.
Soup for the soul.
Soup for the soul. Okay.
So that's my show, and then my final movie for my final season is probably the most well known out of my thing. This is a great winter movie. It's one of Sam's favorites, so I kind of threw this on there for her, honestly. But I also love this movie. It's on every Christmas, and that is Home Alone.
Oh, I thought about putting a Christmas movie on there. Home Alone is so goated.
Yeah. I feel like it's something that people would want to have, and not everyone has DVDs of like, because that's kind of the thing I've noticed is that even for people who do have physical media, there's always like that one that they just forget, where it's like, oh, I meant to like get this on sale or something, and then they just didn't. And I felt like for me that was Home Alone, because like Home Alone is one of my favorite Christmas movies, but I still don't have that on DVD. So it's like, sure, throw it on there. Make it easy for everybody.
And it's interesting because Christmas movies jump around all the time. Yeah. So when you, like, we have a tradition where every July we do Christmas night and we, like, decorate and do this. We try to watch a movie, but it's always such a struggle because no one's streaming Christmas movies in July.
Yep.
And so it's kind of like, last year was like, okay, we're gonna like start getting our favorite Christmas movies on physical, because I know that in 10 years I'm not going to be able to watch this anywhere. Also, like, I have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation on DVD, and I was like, they're going to censor the mess out of this in the next like 3 years. And so I'm taking the OG one.
Yep.
Okay, good picks. I'm really kind of struggling, honestly, because I'm like not entirely sure how I feel about okay, I've decided that I'm picking another show, and this is a show that has a robust catalog and has a very large following, one of the largest TV followings of all time. And the finale of this show in 1998 gathered 76.3 million viewers, making it the fourth highest viewed TV finale in history to this day. And it's a show that I don't think a lot of people think about, but the more that I talk about it with people, the more I realize it has a great following. And I think that it would be a great addition to my service, as essentially dad media is pretty much where we're at. And that is Seinfeld is going onto my service. Because that's like an NBC kind of like, it was on Netflix for a minute, and then I don't know if it's on Peacock now, and so it's kind of jumps around a lot. And so Seinfeld is going to go to my service, because also, I don't know about its DVD menus, but it is one of the most popular selling DVD shows in history. So Seinfeld is my number 8 pick.
All right.
Do we all have one more pick and then an OG?
I have 8 and 9, but if I do both of mine and then send it, then you guys will be on 9. So these are my last 2 picks. So I'm really torn on this last. Do I want a really good show or do I want a really long show? I'm going to go with a really good show because it's always quality over quantity. So my last two picks are both shows. And they're both critically acclaimed, both very good series that I think everyone can enjoy and are universally enjoyed. One of them being the hit anime My Hero Academia.
Ooh.
8 seasons, complete start to finish. Have the whole catalog. It's mine now. Don't worry, guys. We'll get more content out the door. It's all good.
It's all good.
But then my other one, this is the one I was most torn about. And actually, this one replaced a different pick, which eliminated it from my draft entirely. And that is a show that everyone had told me, oh, it's really good. Oh, it's really good. You need to watch it. It's great. You should watch it. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. But I think legitimately could go down as one of the best animated series of all time. And having touting the best animation catalog without having this show, I think would be a very big disservice to the medium. And that is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Wow.
What an incredible show. No Korra. No. Just
Avatar.
Avatar. But yeah, I said, I think touting the best of the best in animation and not having Avatar would be a disservice to the medium because it is such an incredible show. Even though it's only 3 seasons, it is still some of the best I've seen. It's a rare 5-star show for me.
Okay.
So
okay,
that's my last pick.
That's your final. Okay, I like that. My last pick. Gosh, I kind of have this random assortment. And you know what? I'm going to take a shot in the dark and kind of throw this on here as what I think is some of the most when you think of 2000s nostalgia DVDs, this is the very first thing that comes to mind. And I wasn't entirely sure on putting it on here because if we're doing the 3 movie rule, I can't have the whole series. But I think the first 3 are some of the best of the series. So I'm shooting my shot on the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Ooh, that's good.
Because you pop in that DVD, and what's the first thing you hear?
He's a pirate?
What's the first thing? No. You go, we have our heading.
Oh, so true.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dude.
We have our heading.
That's good. That's good.
This Disney DVD is enhanced with Disney's Fast Play. That's what I'm saying. Great DVD menu. And I would let that play. There'd be a setting on this service where you could play that before the Pirates of the Caribbean movies if you truly wanted. And
man, you're evil. That's such a good pick.
That is actually really good.
Yeah.
I'm going for it.
All right, Logan.
All right.
Final pick. And then we're doing our streaming originals.
Okay. So I put a lot of thought into this. And I'll be honest, Nick, you kind of stole Avatar from me.
Gosh.
That was a really good pick. And I love that show so much. I actually got to introduce it to Sam, and she loves it too. So it's just it's a great family show.
I need to watch it.
You haven't seen it?
I've been trying to get you to watch it for 3 years.
Brother.
I have not seen it. I'm sorry.
Brother, you run a Nerdiest Podcast and you haven't watched this.
That's kind of our whole shtick. That's kind of our, I don't know if you know this, it's kind of our whole thing is that we just don't watch things we should.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
it's worked for 7 years. So
if it ain't broke, I suppose.
Yeah. But that's the thing is I'm broke, so we got to start watching more stuff.
Yeah. That's what the Patreon will be.
Yeah, exactly. You can become a YouTube member.
Okay, so I was torn between 2 after you stole Avatar. I think as far as, because I wanted another animated show since I had done like a decent amount of live action. I was like, let's round it out. This will be my final one. And so I was torn between two. But I think I'm going to go with the one that's a little bit shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll tell you what I picked, and then I'll go for the other option. So this show is one that I watched only somewhat recently, but it was around when I was growing up. I was like 8 or 10. Okay. And this show is phenomenal. It's an animated show. It's a superhero show. And it was unfortunately canceled after 2 seasons. And it doesn't have a home anywhere, even though the character has had like a bunch of copyright issues. It can't find a home anywhere. So the only way that you can watch it is on YouTube. And that's kind of also my theme with my streaming services. I'm trying to find the nostalgic shows that can't find a home.
Right.
So the one that I'm going to pick is Spectacular Spider-Man.
Ooh, that is a really good pick. That fits right into your theme.
Thank you.
Really well.
Have either of you seen it?
I haven't
no,
seen
I've heard of it.
I haven't seen a full episode, but I've seen parts of it.
Okay. I'm just gonna pitch it right now. The first 2 or 3 episodes are kind of like typical kids. Like you watch this and it's like, why am I watching this? Like it's a little goofy. The sound effects are like really cartoonish, and it's not, I'll be honest, it's not great in those first like couple episodes. But and this is like the nerdiest thing. Like I care so much about Spider-Man, but this show has the best interpretation of Venom that I have ever seen. It did it better than any movie. It did it better than the game that came out recently. I've never read the comics, but I imagine it would be on par with that original run. They do him. Venom became my favorite Spider-Man villain after I watched this show. He was so good.
Okay.
And I know like that's such a nerdy thing. Like I know nobody else really cares, but I love this show. And if it was on my streaming service, we would revive it. We would get a season 3.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Thank you.
Okay. Nicholas Barrett.
Oh, no.
You mean to tell me that you are drafting the perfect animated streaming service and did not once put your favorite show on here?
So that's what Avatar beat out.
No Clone Wars.
What's the Clone Wars?
No Clone Wars.
Okay, hold on.
Explain that to me.
Okay, my justification was, one, kind of similar to the Cars 2 argument, because you have 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
So the assumption is eventually you will take all of the Star Wars stuff from Disney, and I would rather it all be together than segmented away.
Some of you may die, and
but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So that's all. It was a difficult decision to put Avatar there.
I see you.
But I was like, objectively speaking, Avatar it's shorter, but its highs are higher than even some of the highs of the Clone Wars.
Wow.
Because as much as I love the Clone Wars, I can fully acknowledge there are a ton of filler arcs that don't really go anywhere. So, it's a really good show, and it has really good arcs, but to say it's the best of animation might be a bit of a stretch.
So you're saying it's more your favorite than the best. Yeah, you went for the best over your favorite. And I respect that. I respect that wholeheartedly. Okay, so Mr. Nick, we're at the end of this series. Can you give your streaming service a title? Maybe a price point?
I'm
an
just
original pitch.
Okay,
so a streaming original show.
I'm stuck between 4 different titles, so I think I'm just gonna go with the one that my heart says, and I'm gonna go with Atlas Animation because it's kind of like because an atlas is it's a collection of books and maps and stuff, whereas this is a collection of some of the best, most, I guess, culturally significant in a way. Price point, I'll say, you know what? I'll keep you at a modest, free with ads, but then a tier. and I promise the ads won't be obnoxious. We're not building YouTube 2.0 here.
Right.
But then I think anything above that, $9.99 a month, $10.
Okay.
For this incredible lineup, I think that's pretty fair. And our original pitch is, maybe this is a little too niche, but sometimes you need something that's a little niche. To bring in the audience, also going to be a show, and it's going to have some longevity to it.
Right.
And when I say niche, I mean this might be one of the most niche things I've brought up on this show. Okay. And we're 173 episodes in.
Okay.
I will be pioneering, with what budget, I don't know, an anime adaptation of the entire Xenoblade Chronicles trilogy.
Okay.
Now, that is a deep cut, but it's Nintendo money.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what balances it out.
Yeah.
Is we're bringing some of the, what I would say is some of the best stories in gaming, some of the most underrated stories in all video games, and we're bringing it together with anime to add to the streaming service. That was a hard pick. When you said we could do adaptations, it like opened the door to 10 different things.
I know.
Oh. So that's my pick.
Okay, good work. Atlas Animation. I like that. So my whole theme was the DVD menus, the whole thing. And that's why the title of my streaming service is Title Menu.
Ooh.
Should be like, hey, I think it's on Title. I think it's on. Yeah. Hey, I think it's on Title. Hold on, let's just. It's like how no one says Hulu Plus. They're like, or it's not. It's on Amazon Prime. Like, no, I think it's on Prime. I think it's on Title. Hey, let's see if it's on Title. It rolls off the tongue. I know there's Tidal, the anime one. No one freaking has that.
There is
Tidal, Tidal.
What?
We had a.
This is a music streaming service.
Oh, what am I thinking of?
Are you thinking of High Dive?
I'm thinking of High Dive because Tidal, the music streaming service, it has a similar color scheme to High Dive.
Oh.
So I get those mixed up. That's on me, guys. Tidal is a music streaming service for really pretentious audiophiles. And which I can't get mad because they pay artists really well. But I'd be like, hey, check if it's on Tidal. Hey, Tidal, pull up Tidal Menu. Let's see what they have. Now, I'm thinking a solid, like, I'm thinking listen, I don't think we realistically could go free with ads simply just because of our catalog is very, like, Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Office, like, realistically, I don't know if we could do that. So I'm thinking like $4 a month with ads. I feel like that's a very valid, but that $4 a month keeps the ads at a minimum. Maybe like one pre-roll and then we're good. And they'd be similar style to like the trailers before DVDs.
Oh.
So it's not going to be like, you know, Ozempic freaking like in front of your Amazon or it's like a Tide ad. No, I want like movie trailers to play for something, or like series trailers, stuff that would play like before a DVD like menu. That's my workaround for you getting an ad-supported tier. Or you could do, I'll say, I think $10.99. We'll go $10.99 for like a month for the full. And this is just the launch titles. These are just the launch titles. There's going to be more coming. And listen, here's my streaming original. This might be a terrible freaking idea, but it's something that I would watch the mess out of. And that is since I'm stealing Lord of the Rings from Amazon, because they don't need it. They're screwing it up. We're creating a new Lord of the Rings show, and I'm calling it Side Earth instead of Middle Earth. This is Side Earth, and it's a mockumentary show that takes place in the Shire.
Oh, that's so good.
And I'm thinking we do essentially The Office like mockumentary type beat, but it's the Shire. Because I've really been enjoying this show on YouTube called The Promised Land, which is essentially so freaking good, by the way. Everyone should watch The Promised Land. It's free on YouTube. And it's literally like Moses and the Old Testament, but it's a mockumentary and it's a comedy. It's so freaking funny. And I feel like Side Earth could really pull off of that. So I think there's a huge market for that. So
all right.
That's our streaming original launch title is Side Earth.
Okay.
That's sick.
All right.
Exclusively on title menu.
Nice.
Fair enough. All right, Logan, bring us home.
Okay, so low-key, I didn't realize we had to name this. So I was half listening to what Jack was saying and half thinking.
Yeah.
So what we've got here is I was thinking about what the vibe of my service is, and since it's like nostalgia and we're thinking about, you know, going back, I figured what we're going to call it is we're going to call it Rewind. Just really nice and simple. Just like pull up.
Hey, let's see what's on Rewind.
No, for real.
See,
I'm already picturing the logo design as like some kind of arrow. It's like the YouTube Rewind kind of thing, like a reverse clock. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
And what I'm thinking is we also make it kind of retro. We go back to like Fox Kids, where it's like you've got like that grunge, like kind of 90s kids aesthetic, and it's just like it puts you in the mood, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking for that.
Okay. Fox Kids is a crazy pull.
Yeah. Showing my age with that one.
I freaking love that you said that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then your streaming original pick.
Yeah. So I forgot to mention the other thing that I was choosing between Spectacular and another show. The other show that I was going to pick was Batman the Animated Series. Another one that I grew up with that I absolutely loved. And the only reason I picked Spectacular over Batman is because Batman got his run. He was able to finish. And I feel like, you know, that's the kind of movie that deserves to be on DVD. And I don't know. I'm a little impartial. I'm kind of on a Spider-Man.
So it can come to title menu.
Well, let's not get crazy.
Whoa, now pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes. But so I was thinking about that, and even though like maybe the rights might be up in the air, they did have a spin-off show that I've been watching of Batman the Animated Series called Batman Beyond. Yes. Now, have either of y'all heard of that?
I've heard of it. Yes, I have not seen it.
Okay, so it's this really good show, and I'll just give you the pitch real quick. Is that it's Bruce Wayne has been Batman for like years and years, and he's getting up there in age. And in this show, I think he's like 70 or 80 years old, and a lot of his like Batman tech, it literally helps him fight crime. It's more like Iron Man rather than Batman.
Yeah.
And so one day he like fails during a mission, and he winds up pulling a gun on someone. And it's really intense, and so he's like, I can't do this anymore. And so he hangs up the cape, and like years have passed, and you know Gotham is like disastrous, and this new like fresh off the block kind of kid named Terry, he's like a hothead. He winds up through like a series of unfortunate events. He winds up at like Bruce Wayne's place, and he winds up taking up the Batman mantle, and it's kind of like this cool little dynamic that they have. It's a great show. I really like it. And there were a couple movies that they got that like kind of spun off of that. But what I think would be really cool is that there was a canceled Batman Beyond movie that was going to be in the style of Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And I thought, what a perfect opportunity for that to come on Rewind.
Yeah.
And so let's do that.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I didn't think about canceled projects.
Oh, I could have picked up the Lego Batman movie too.
I'm picking up the Ben Solo movie. Okay, that's a crazy lineup.
That's
wow.
good.
This is wild.
I don't even know if I'd vote for my own streaming service. Man,
this is fun. I'm kind of. Is anyone else like mad that this isn't real?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm like, dang, bro, I'd subscribe to Rewind right now. Like, I hate that this is like the episode ends and then that's it.
That's it. Like I don't get to like go through the title menus of all of the movies that I picked. Like that's so sad.
I think
But
what makes this so interesting is for all of us, we've pulled, and I think this speaks to like what people want out of streaming, is we're trying to consolidate back down to one streaming service. Because remember, everything used to either be on Netflix or Hulu. And then it was Netflix, Hulu, or Prime. And then Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Disney Plus. And now, like, we have 10 streaming services, and it's just too much. We're basically back to cable. So I think this really speaks to, like, we want one unified place to get all of our content. Like, if Netflix had the combined catalog of, like, HBO Max, Disney Plus, Hulu, like, all of that, I would pay, like, $50 a month.
Yeah.
To get like a catalog that extensive and that upgraded, like
I don't know about 50, but like
I mean, yeah, but like I could get it.
If you're paying for 5 streaming services, you're already paying $50 a month.
Right.
More.
So it's just to have it all in one place for the ease of access.
And it all comes back. You know, where there's one place where you can have all of your favorite shows in favorite movies in one place, accessible at all times? On your DVD shelf. What? So, yeah. But let's just I don't know. Hey guys, vote. Are we voting on Spotify? Vote on Spotify.
Don't say vote on Spotify. I can't set that up.
Oh, we can't set that up.
Vote on the YouTube community tab.
Vote on the YouTube community tab. YouTube is free. I know you have YouTube. Look me in. Hey, look at me. I know you have YouTube.
I know you have YouTube. It came free with your Xbox.
YouTube is free. I know you have YouTube.
I don't have you. You have YouTube.
That was a crazy fool. I know you have YouTube because if you have a Google account, you have YouTube, okay? Vote for your favorite streaming services. I'll put up a poll on Instagram as well. And tune into the next episode where we're going to announce the winners of the best streaming service. That is right. Unless you guys have anything else to add, I think we're ready to wrap up.
No, I think I'm good.
Thank you guys so much for joining. Logan, tell the people where they can find you. All the links will be in the description.
You can find me at logout_, where I make really cool edits of shows that I like.
Yeah. If you like
I'm
the
so
shows
glad that's not an art that has gone away. Like you'd think like, oh, edits are cringe. That was so like early 2000s. I'm like, nah, dude. I'm so glad we never lost sight of edit culture.
Dude, I got a comment from somebody after my Digital Circus edit went up. Somebody said, man, I didn't think tributes were a thing past the Slenderverse. I was like...
What the frick? Oh my goodness.
Horrific comment.
I was like, not the Slenderverse.
Slenderverse mentioned. I had a Slenderverse jump scare because I'm doing this class where I have to go through all these like legal court cases, and I got on this crazy rabbit trail of all the people that committed murder because Slenderman told them to. Like it was crazy. It was freaking insane. And I spent like an hour like digging through the court records because it was just like, this is freaking insane. Anyway, Logan, thank you so much for joining us today and creating Rewind. It's just such an amazing. I feel like I need to do this as like a coding project, just to be like, I'm taking all my physical media and like importing it to a server and then building a UI for myself. Like,
yeah,
frick it, I'll do it myself. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
guys,
thank you.
Of course. Thank you for joining us. All the links are in the description down below if you want to subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to Logan, subscribe to Nick, subscribe to me. We all have our own YouTube stuff down in the links below. Follow us on Instagram at the Nerdiest Podcast. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. We will see you at the next one. We can't wait, but until then, bye-bye.